Yes, it's Greg Reese, and this is Think and Grow Rich Thursdays. It's the very first one, a little late in this Thursday, but it's the beginning of the year, and I said, hey, I have to do it on the very first Thursday of this calendar year 2017. So the other ones will be a little bit earlier. I might even do them on Wednesday and broadcast them early in the morning on Thursday. Think and Grow Rich is by Napoleon Hill. Right now, the 1937 version manuscript is in the public domain. So you see a lot of people coming out with Think and Grow Rich content. And even before that, they were promoting the book. It's one of the best-selling books, over 100 million sold, best-selling self-help information books out there, period. I think it's the grandfather of all the books out there. And it's just an incredible book. I've been reading and listening to it since I was about 16 years old. My mom introduced me to it by audio cassette tapes. And I've just been listening to it every year, sometimes every month throughout that year, at least once every year since age 16. I'm 44 now. Am I a millionaire? No, I'm not. Have I learned a lot of the principles? Yes, I have. Have I created income with a lot of those principles? Yes, I have. The journey still continues, and it's an incredible journey. Before I start, I'll say Think and Grow Rich Thursdays are brought to you by VIP, Videos, Images, and Pictures, Digital Content Creation, LLC. VIP DCC LLC. Sounds like an alphabet, mouthful of an alphabet. It's brought to you by that company, which is a company I helped to create. And I helped to start, and you'll see a lot of our stuff on the web. We've done a lot of great things out there on the web, fun. And also, it's not really brought to you by this tie, but I got this tie from my homegirl, Nicole J, in her company, Eye for a Tie. And I'm not sure she designed this particular tie, but she gave this to me last October. As you see, the pink is in effect. Breast cancer, pink is in effect. Now, I'll tell you what. We're going to begin today, and we're going to keep this one short because it's the first one, and I want you to soak this in. I want you to get a chance. If you've never heard of Think and Grow Rich, go grab your copy. Go grab the free copy, the public domain copy, online. Copies are out there. Go buy your copy. That's always the best way. Buy the DVD, CD, anything you can do to follow me when I talk about the concepts, the principles, and ideas in Think and Grow Rich. I'm going to read the chapters, the chapter listing, and then I'm going to start out with faith this time. Now, I won't go in order. I'm going to read the chapters in order, but I won't always go in order when I do Think and Grow Rich Thursdays. I may have little stories how things have affected me using this book, or people I've dealt with, or anything like that. You never know. Definitely, if you have something you want to add, you let me know, and you can leave us a message or leave us a comment in the comment sections below, and we'll either comment back by video, maybe we'll go live, we'll do something to let you know that we heard you. So here we go. Think and Grow Rich Thursday. Again, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And here's the chapter listing. Chapter 1, Introduction. Actually, there's a preface on on that particular book, the 1937 book, author's preface. Then you have Chapter 1, the Introduction. Chapter 2, Desire, the turning point of all achievement. Chapter 3, Faith, visualization of belief and the attainment of desire. Chapter 4, Autosuggestion, the medium for influencing the subconscious mind. Chapter 5, Specialized Knowledge, personal experiences or observations. Chapter 6, Imagination, the workshop of the mind. Chapter 7, Organized Planning, the crystallization of desire into action. Chapter 8, Decision, the mastery of procrastination. Chapter 9, Persistence, the sustained effort necessary to induce faith. Chapter 10, The Power of the Mastermind, the driving force. Chapter 11, the mystery of sex transmutation. That's one of my favorite chapters there. Man, that's a powerful chapter. I've seen that work in action, honestly. I've seen it work in action. And I'll tell you, basically it's taking the thought process of sex, that strong emotion, and transmuting or transferring or changing to something else. Creativity, something you can just take your mind off of the action of sex. Man, it's a powerful chapter. Let me say that again. Chapter 11, the mystery of sex transmutation. Chapter 12, the subconscious mind, the connecting link. Chapter 13, the brain, a broadcasting and receiving station for thought. Chapter 14, the sixth sense, the door to the temple of wisdom. And chapter 15, how to outwit the sixth ghost of fear. And I tell you, this is, again, has been an incredible book from beginning to end. I've listened to the DVDs countless times, tapes. I had cassette tapes at one point. I have various versions. I've passed out versions to people I've dealt with. I've had a young lady said to me, I was like, yeah, I'm reading Think and Grow Rich. She's like, yeah, because she knew I had read it at that point 10 years ago. Yeah, how's that working for you? But the thing is what she doesn't get, and what most people don't get, they hear the rich part. And they think, oh, you're trying to become rich. Oh, it's a quick get rich, get quick scheme. And it's not about that at all. The book was an incredible read. It was written, and it was just an incredibly written book. So check it out. Now here we go. We're getting a little length on this video, but we're about to wrap it up right about now by reading chapter 3, which is the faith chapter. And I'm not going to read a lot. I'm just going to read a very little bit. I'm going to skim through, and then maybe we'll talk a little bit about some things, but we won't go into depth today. I just want you to keep it in your mind, and maybe we'll go into details later. So chapter 3, faith, visualization of and belief in attainment of desire, the second step towards riches. Now, I want to mention that you should do these in order. I want to mention that you should do the steps in order. Now, you may not get all of the steps in order, but I want to mention you should do them in order. Like faith, I understood faith at a very young age, growing up in church, but I just didn't understand how to build that faith, but I knew the concept. So certain chapters are easier than others. Certain chapters are easier to get than others. So anyway, the second step towards riches. Faith is the head chemist of the mind. When faith is blended with the vibration of thought, the subconscious mind instantly picks up the vibration, translates it into its spiritual equivalent, and transmits it to infinite intelligence, as in the case of prayer. The emotions of faith, love, and sex are the most powerful of all major emotions, major positive emotions. When the three are blended, they have the effect of coloring the vibration of thought in such a way that it instantly reaches the subconscious mind, where it is changed into its spiritual equivalent, the only form that induces a response from infinite intelligence. I'm going to stop there and just pick that apart just a little bit. So, in my understanding, when he mentions infinite intelligence, he's speaking about a being, God, a creator, however you want to say, whatever name you would like to say, your most high. That's what he's speaking of, because we know we don't have infinite intelligence, or at least we don't have access to it at this state that we are right now. So that's when this author speaks about that, that's what he's talking about in my understanding. And again, faith, love, sex, you blend those three together, that's what the truest form of those, not what we think we know, but the truest form of those is what contacts or gets you together with infinite intelligence. And that's basically what faith is all about. Now, I'm going to scroll down a little bit and how to develop faith. And then I'm going to break it down how I learned how to develop faith. And then we'll end it today. Think and Grow Rich Thursday. Again, sometimes I may just read. Sometimes I may come up with little stories that go along with what I've learned or what I was thinking when I heard it. But anyway, here we go. How to develop faith. There comes now a statement which will give a better understanding of the importance of the principle of autosuggestion assumes in the transmutation of desire into its physical or monetary equivalent, namely faith. Faith is a state of mind which may be induced or created by affirmation or repeated instructions to the subconscious mind through the principle of autosuggestion. Let me say that again. Faith is a state of mind which may be induced or created by affirmation or repeated instructions to the subconscious mind through the principle of autosuggestion. Simply say, you just keep telling yourself something over and over again and you believe it. That's basically it. That's where faith comes from. If you look at a lot of religions, that's how it is. Oh, Jesus, we love you. And you believe it, and there you go. You tell yourself over and over again. And I'm going to read that, and I'll try to break it down in English where it would say that. Faith is a state of mind. It's how your mind is, which may be induced or created by affirmation or repeated instructions to the subconscious mind. Affirmation, something positive. Repeated instructions over and over again. Instructions, this is what you're going to do, to the subconscious mind through the principle of autosuggestion, which is suggesting something to yourself. So there it is. God is great. God is beautiful. God is wonderful. We take it on a monetary level. I want money. I'm going to get money. And of course, he speaks about detail versions, ways of getting money, and detailed descriptions of money. Not just I want money, but write down something more detailed on the type of money and when you're going to get it and so on and so forth. But you auto-suggest. It's yourself. You keep telling yourself, and that's how you build faith. That's how a lot of religions build faith. They tell themselves over and over again, and not just Christians. This is Muslims. They pray daily, constantly. Just like with Judaism, I'm looking here, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, all of these particular religions, they have something where you continuously tell yourself something over and over again, dealing with a supreme being or a creator, or in most cases, or something higher or more pure than you or yourself. And you tell yourself something over and over again, and then you just build faith in that. So there you have it. Think and Grow Rich Thursdays. We started off a little longer than I wanted to, but we talked about Chapter 3, Faith, Visualization of and Belief in Attainment of Desire. And this is the second step, according to this book, towards riches. So, thank you for joining me. This is Greg Reese on Think and Grow Rich Thursdays. As we go through this, we'll smooth out the kinks, and I'll think of things that I want to talk about, especially some of the principles that I've seen work with Think and Grow Rich and some of the discussions I've had. And so there you have it. Think and Grow Rich Thursdays with Greg Reese. Come on back next Thursday. It'll probably be earlier. And so check out the page earlier to see if you see Think and Grow Rich Thursdays. We'll probably have it up by 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can take it from there. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. If you have any ideas or anything you want me to say or do, just leave me a message, and we will definitely add you into our conversation, into our forum. It's Greg Reese, definitely saying peace on Think and Grow Rich Thursdays.